is what you get. Here's the breakdown of what an affordable, a cheap, or whatever you want to call it, base model entry level Alfa Romeo Giulia is going to cost you and what you're going to get for that price. You don't know how fast you're going. You can easily get a ticket in these things just foot on the pedal, not even paying attention. What's good, guys? Welcome back to Ron's Rides. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another video where today I wanted to talk about something a little bit more affordable when it comes to the Alfa Romeo lineup. Now, I'm always talking about the Giulia TI Sport Carbon and the Lusso luxury model and the TI this and Sport that. Those are a little bit higher when it comes to the price range. Everybody is not balling, and you know this. And everybody doesn't want to spend a ton of money on a car, especially after the pandemic in 2020. Well, that's where this comes in. This 2021 Alfa Romeo Giulia Sprint only has two options besides the paint choice on here. All right, so two options, and this is what it looks like. This is what you get. Here's the breakdown of what an affordable, a cheap, or whatever you want to call it, base model entry level Alfa Romeo Giulia is going to cost you and what you're going to get for that price. I'm here at Maserati Alfa Romeo of Daytona Beach. It is a very beautiful 80-degree day. We have the Daytona 500 coming up this weekend, but there is a lot of pollen out here today. So you're going to see the cars covered up in pollen. That's just, it is what it is. Don't let it distract you from this beautiful Misano blue metallic paint. This is one of Alfa Romeo's best looking paints, you know, next to that Lunaria white and Rosso Competizione red. Alfa Romeo just really makes a lot of good paints. I mean, even look at that anodized blue. The Italians just do it best when it comes to a lot of things. So with that said, let's take a look at this because, again, we want to see what we get for a entry-level price, something affordable, but you can still enjoy looking at and taking a drive in. Yes, we'll take a drive in this. This will be the first 2021 that I actually go out and drive. And I've explained that to you guys before, but I'll say it again during the drive. Alfa Romeo returned the Sprint name to North America just to confuse you. No, I'm kidding. But it really is returning here for 2021, and it's basically the entry-level trim for the Alfa Romeo Giulia. Now, you get more for less when it comes to packages for this model year. So with that said, for the Sprint, you're able to get these three packages added onto it before you have to jump to the next level TI in order to get more options. All right, and that is the Active Assist 1, which is your active blind spot and level 1 ADAS. You can also get the Sun and Sound package, which is a dual pane sunroof and a 10-speaker audio system. And then you can also add the performance package to the Sprint, which gives you paddle shifters and unlimited slip diff. Now, you can kind of tell looking at this which ones it has from the exterior standpoint. Obviously, you can't tell about the audio and stuff like that, but no sunroof up there, so this does not have the Sun and Sound package. So you know that there's no audio on there because there's no sunroof. It's a package together. All right, so that kind of gives you an idea of what we're looking at here. Now, with that said, I said this only has two options on it. I said excluding the paint. The paint is a $600 option. And that metallic Misano blue just looks incredible. Check that out, guys. You've seen it before. And again, the pollen is gonna take away from the aggressive lines a little bit. You know, as far as when the color pops through, the pollen's just sitting right on top of it. I can see it right now. It's horrible, but look at that paint color. Look at that metallic flake. Phenomenal. Then you have your Nero Edizione package, which, you know, people here who have been here before already know about this one, the black package. All right, you have your Scudetto grille up front done in black. You have your mirror caps done in black. All right, you have your wide spoke wheels done in black with the monochrome center cap, the silver calipers up front with the black script, all right, and Brembo brakes up front. All right, then you have your window moldings done in black as well, and the blacked out windows is something that the dealership has done, but it's not a typical thing when you get these cars from the lot. Fuel economy, same as before, 27 miles per gallon, all right, overall, 24 city and 33 highway, premium fuel only for these cars, and the rear looks as good as usual. All right, so you'll see the black Giulia badge because this is the black package. All right, you'll also see those full LED tail lamps as well. Alfa Romeo insignia there as well. And then you have the more tame rear diffuser. You're used to the sport diffuser, all right, with the rivets, but the more tame, chill diffuser, the same diffuser that the Lusso luxury model gets, and the same chrome tips that the Lusso luxury model gets, but even though this has the black package, no black tips because you only get that on the TI Sport models for 2021, all right? So just the black badge for the black package on the Sprint level model. Now, same cubic feet inside, 13 cubic feet for your trunk space, all right? And I pressed the wrong button there, all right? So you see, all 3 seats do fold down, all right? So you got your dividers there, your splits there. You have your triggers there for both passenger and driver side seat. And then for the middle, you actually have to go in the back seat to let that one down independently. If I were to do this, you know, it just unlocks it, but it doesn't make it go down. You actually have to go pull it from the back seat. You do have your cubby hole right here, all right, extra stowage. You have your battery tucked away on the side here, all right. You have your front plate kit, all right, where you can mount your front plate on the front of your car, all right, and have a couple extra tools here and a nice little tool bag that normally has an Alfa Romeo insignia on it. It's right here, I can see it, but yeah, this paper's in the way, so we can't get to it, but it looks nice, all right. And then underneath, as always, you do have nothing. Run flat tires, all right, so no spare tire, all right. Your tow hook there and a screwdriver. That's it. That's normally what you get for these cars, and that's what this one is. Now, as far as under the hood goes, same flavor that you're used to, all right. So 280 horsepower, 306 pound-feet of torque for this rear-wheel drive that will take you from 0 to 60 in 5.1 seconds with a top speed of 150 miles per hour, and that's paired with an 8-speed ZF transmission. Always said that we could do a little bit better, and I did that in my constructive criticism video for the 2021 Alfa Romeos. 300 horsepower, that's all I'm asking for these models, and then something in between this and the Quadrifoglio, all right? So, you know, tweaks, small tweaks that could be made, but this is a very great engine, and the driving for this is insane. We'll take it out for a moment. The exhaust is not that exciting, but the driving experience is exciting. Inside, we know it's pretty standard because 2 options, as I said, and you know that it's missing the Sun and Sound package, so there's no sunroof up there, there's no Harman Kardon radio here. All right, so if I hop in, you'll see that you have Nero on Nero interior, all right, so black on black as far as the standard leather seating with the embossed logo, all right, very comfortable seats, all right, the Nero stitching, the Nero uppers and lowers in between the glove box, the wood trim going throughout the center console, all throughout the door, aluminum, wood, and the black soft touches and stitching, everything that you're used to. I mean, you have the steering wheel that's done in the perforated black leather, flat bottom, aluminum trim down the line here. You also have your start-stop button there, your monochrome insignia there for the Alfa Romeo insignia. You do see something here on these buttons on the steering wheel that lets you know that this has one of those packages, and that's the Active Assist 1. That's one of the 2 packages that are on this, and I already named the other package, so you guys might know exactly what's on this car. All right, so Active Assist 1, your adaptive cruise control, all right, your lane keep assist right here. You can't see it, but it's there. That's the button for it. So you do have that as a package as well. You can see that plain as day. But standard, this is everything you get, all right? Your 8.8-inch touchscreen, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, all right, with the graphical user interface. I mean, beautiful, beautiful looking system. You have your HVAC down there, USB 2.0, 12 volt, your cup holders, your 8-speed transmission with the 2-track gear select here, all right, leather wrapped. You do have also the parking sensors there, or parking brake, woo, parking brake there. We'll get to the parking sensors in a minute. All right, covered with aluminum and Italian flag, big slab of wood trim. All right, driving modes, DNA. All right, so dynamic mode, most aggressive throttle mode. All right, natural, everyday, and then advanced efficiency, most economical mode for your fuel economy. All right, and then your radio control buttons, everything there. All right, if I wanted to go into manual, go back into drive, go over to manual. All right, drive, neutral, trigger right here, press the trigger, go up for reverse. You'll see your backup camera there. It could be better, but you got your parking sensors there with your backup camera for this. You also have wireless charging set up here, but this does not have that option, I don't think. We'll check the sticker, but I don't think it has the actual wireless charging there. You have your dial selector here for your 8.8-inch touchscreen. Also quick buttons like your home and settings as well. You also have your armrest here done in black stitching, all right, with USB 2.0, all right, aux cable, and USB-C right there for your plugins, and your key fob RF transmitter there, just in case your key fob battery dies, and you need to communicate with the car very quickly. TFT screen there as well, very bright, looks good as always. Couple of different screens, not a lot, but you have your trip, You have things like your miles per gallons for your fuel economy. You have your driver assistance, and you can also set it up to where it has a G-force meter. This one doesn't have it set up, but you can go into settings and do all that as well. All right, and other than that, I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory for the TFT screen. All right, you can adjust your steering wheel by pulling down this trigger here. I don't know how well you guys can see that, but then you can move it up and down. All right, but no electrical buttons there for that. On this side, you do have your parking sensor button. You also have your automatic start stop button, so you can turn that on and off there. And then your lighting controls here. Little pocket there, you know, just to hide a couple things in, whatever you want to hide. And then pedals and everything down there with your trunk release and your hood release as well. All right, so again, all this is pretty standard, pretty straightforward as far as everything goes. I mean, even if you look up top here, you've seen stuff like this before with your home link there for your garage door opener. All right, stuff like your reading lights, dome lights, everything there, SOS button. I mean, it's pretty run-of-the-mill, but it's still a good-looking setup, still a good place to be, even with everything being standard. I think that they did a good job with this. We just open up to the rear here. Not going to sit in it. I'm just going to kind of show you guys really quick. Standard seating, per use. All right. HVAC vents, per use. And then USB 2.0 there. Armrest here with a couple cup holders. And yeah, it's just super simple back here. Not much to talk about. Same kind of styling on the door panel there as well. If you see this, it's because it hasn't been unwrapped fully yet, you know, so whoever buys that can get that little satisfaction, that little ASMR satisfaction of peeling that protectant off there. But yeah, it's just, yeah. But we should probably give this 2-liter a couple of quick blips before we take it out for a drive. Let's hear what the exhaust sounds like in the back. So, you're in the market for a cheap Alfa Romeo Giulia. Say no more, fam. We're in one. 2 options, really, and the black package, I think it's a good package to have because it gives you options to other wheels like these double wide spoke wheels. It gives it a little bit sportier flair to it, so you feel like you're getting a lot more than what you're getting for a standard package without the $1,700 Nero Edizione black package. And then the driver assistance, I think that's just a given. So with that said, you're looking at what, about $2,200 and some change as far as those go. So yeah, I think it's definitely worth it because this is the kind of car you don't need a lot of options in to have fun. It's still quick. Okay, so I know I gave you the specs and everything like that. It feels a lot quicker than it is. I think Alfa might downplay it a little bit. A lot of automakers do that as far as their cars goes, but I mean, it's still a fun car to drive given the fact that it doesn't have like the limited slip diff that you would get the TI Sport or any of the dampening on the suspension or any of that stuff. This still rips. Now it's not as dramatic as a Quadrifoglio would be, but man, put this in sport manual mode like I am now using the gear select because I don't have the paddles for this option, and it gets up. Now the steering turned into electric steering, and we used to have a hydraulic steering on this, but at the same time, again, I said it before, if you didn't drive a lot of these cars before, you won't notice it much. I've driven so many Alfas. I know what it's like from the past to the future here, and it's definitely a noticeable difference for me. But I mean, you guys can see me moving the wheel. You can see I can get around anything. There's a possum in the road, I'm out of here. There's cardboard in the road, 2x4, a nail, I'm able to get by it. But believe it or not, it was actually a lot more responsive than this when it had the hydraulic steering. Now, is that going to matter to you in the day-to-day living? I mean, probably not. But it still was there. It was something that was there and it's not there as much anymore. But the trade-off is good because now with electric steering, you get things like your Active Assist 1 and Active Assist 2 packages. You have your driving assistance that you need for this car in order to keep up with the technology that are in cars these days as far as safety and drivability goes. There's too much traffic out here. Race weekend, guys, race weekend. Too much traffic out here for me to actually do what I want to do with this thing. Again, this is my first time driving the 2021 Giulias. I put it off for a while just because it wasn't high on the priority list, because I've driven the 2020s and they were basically the same thing, because they moved over to the electric steer for 2020 as well. So, you know, I wasn't like, oh, I gotta drive it. It's the same thing. But at the same time, I don't want to rob you guys from this experience, from me having fun in these cars. So we're in one today. We're just showing you why it's nice to still get a standard entry-level base Sprint model, and you can still have the same amount of fun. You know, the blessing about this is that between the Giulia TI Sports or anything like that, really what changes is the limited slip diff and all that kind of stuff that you can add on to those cars that they come standard, and you know, the adaptive suspension and everything like that. But other than that, it's the same engine, so you're not missing out on much. Here we go. Here we go. Whew. It's a good time to be in Mexico. I'm going those speeds. Yep, Mexico. All right. Now, shifting isn't as fast as I would like it from the gear select. At the same time, I don't think it's as fast from the paddle shifters as well. I think they're about the same, but you guys be the judge here. Turn off the AC so you can hear me. All right, and we'll hit it. All right, so could you guys pick that up at all? Could you see me shifting? Could you see, you know, and it kind of correlated with when I was shifting gears and when I was actually displaying it here, because then you'll be able to tell how quick the shifting is by doing that. Again, this is fun. This is a great car to be in. It's practical, all right, sporty and fun when it needs to be. Then it's practical and economic when it needs to be. It's really the best of both worlds for me. It's just so easy to drive, it really is. I always say that the perception of speed in these things are incredible, because I can be cruising going 70 miles per hour and I feel like I'm going 30. I mean, it really just glides to where, you know, when you get up to high speeds, you don't feel it much, you know, unless you're banging through the gears. You know what gear you're in, you know what speed you should be at for that gear ratio, then yeah. But if you're just cruising, you don't know how fast you're going. You could easily get a ticket in these things, just foot on the pedal, not even paying attention. Guys, outstanding. This thing performs for sure. And again, it's an entry-level model. It does what it needs to do. Man, it's fun, it's smooth, it's comfortable. You know, it's easy to drive. Hand on the steering wheel with one hand and hand on the shifter for the other. What else is there to say, man? All right, y'all, here we go. You want to turn it sideways or do anything, but this thing does not lose traction. This thing just ducks down and takes that turn, and it sticks straight to the road. Now, one, if you guys didn't hear rattling back there, that is my tripod, so it's not the car. Keep that in mind. And two, I didn't even bother putting the GoPro back there on the exhaust. I've done videos like that. You guys know what it sounds like. You know, I wanted to do the blips for you guys so you can hear a little bit of exhaust noise. I really wanted to focus on the driving experience of this entry-level model, just to show you guys how well it performs. So hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully it's worth it for you guys. Now, as always, we have to see those bi-xenon headlamps shining. All right, fully illuminated with the LED running lamp and the amber turn signal. So you can see that very well over here. The sunshine is kind of phasing out the other one, but you can definitely see the breakdown here as far as the LED, the bi-xenon, and the turn signal. All right, you also have the turn signal here in the dark metal finish for the mirror cap. So you see that there. And then the full LED tails. Not sure how well I can get an angle on these, but you can see them here as well. I'm gonna try to step back for you guys so you can see it so I don't trip. Yeah, that's pretty much for everybody who hasn't seen these before. hopefully you enjoyed. All right, guys, so let's see it. The Alfa Romeo Giulia Sprint rear-wheel drive for 2021 starts off life at $39,450. I said excluding the paint that this only had 2 options on it, so you probably guessed that this isn't too much larger than this price here. Well, don't forget about the destination charge after those options of $1295. The total price, $43,640, which isn't too bad. That $1,295 destination charge definitely takes it up a notch. You can get out of the $42,000 bracket. But with that said, your options for this will be as follows. Now, we're excluding this paint, $600. I already told you about that. Then we talked about that black package, the Nero Edizione package, which is $1,700, which gives you the black exterior mirror caps, the black Scudetto grille, the dark metal and black badging, the gloss black window moldings, and the monochrome center caps. All right, now that is $100 more than it was last year. So keep that in mind that in 2020, this package was $1,600. It is $1,700 this year. Then that second package we talked about, when we got inside, $595 for the Active Assist 1 package. All right, giving you the infrared windshield, the automatic dimming exterior mirrors, the lane departure warning, automatic high beam headlamp control, adaptive cruise control with stop, front and rear park assist sensors, and active blind spot. Now you got a couple extra things on here too that's part of all that package, like your 18-inch double wide spoke wheels, your sport leather wrapped steering wheel, your XM radio, perforated shift knob, all that stuff that will come with the car. So with that said, those are your options, and that's your total price after your options. And then everything that comes standard with this car is here. Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, your DNA driving mode, carbon fiber drive shaft, 50/50 weight distribution, all the good stuff here for you guys for this 2021 Giulia Sprint. Like I said, this year is about giving you more for less, more options for less money. Did they do a good job at that? After seeing this spec, after taking it for a drive, after hearing the exhaust, and after seeing what the price is, how did they do? All right, guys, so what did you think of the first drive for the 2021 Alfa Romeo Giulia Sprint? All right, this is the entry-level model. All right, this is everything that you get, what it costs, and what it's like to drive. And I want to see, is it worth it for you guys to get the cheaper version of the Alfa Romeo Giulia? To me, it gives you plenty for what you need. Definitely just enough if you add maybe 1 or 2 options like this model here. But let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Now, if you guys did enjoy this video today, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Giving it a thumbs up will help get it up in the rankings. More people can see it, and we can have a bigger discussion on this 2021 Alfa Romeo Giulia Sprint, and if the entry-level model is worth it for you guys. Now, with that said, if you guys want to help further support the channel, always check the links down below where I have a one-time link donation for my PayPal, Cash App, and my Venmo, just in case you guys want to donate a couple extra dollars or 2 to the channel. You can help support your boy that way, or check out the Patreon, be a monthly subscriber. You can also check me out on TikTok, Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, see everything I'm posting, Maserati, Ferrari, Alfa Romeo, that doesn't always make it here to the channel. Now, make sure you guys check out the Ron's Rides merch. In case you guys want stickers, t-shirts, hoodies, everything Ron's Rides, I'm there too as well. Also, subscribe to the channel, but make sure you click the notification bell so you don't miss one Ron's Rides video. With that said, you guys be blessed, have a great day. We'll talk to you guys in the next Ron's Rides video. Peace.